Hi folks, I'm solving Leetcode's top 150 questions and that's all you need for your coding interviews. So in this video, let's solve very popular two-sum. We are given an array of integer nums and an integer target. We have to return the indices of two numbers such that they add up to target. And it's also given that we can assume that we only have one solution per input. So let's look at this example here. So a brute force approach to solve this could be, let's just say we start with a pointer here and then we check all of these elements. Similarly, on the second iteration, we will start here and we will check for these two values. And so on, we can go on every element and check if it's equal up to our sum or not. So since we are iterating the whole array twice, so the time complexity for this would be O of n square, which is not very efficient. So there is a better way to approach this problem, and we can do that by using hash maps. And there are different ways that we can use our hash map. One approach could be first building our hash map with indices, but that will require us two loops. Either way, like it will be n plus n, which will eventually going to be O of n solution. But there is a clever way to solve this. So what we can do is, since our target is 9, right? As soon as we start iterating, we can store target minus number. So 9 minus 2 will be 7 and it is at the 0th index. So we will store this information 7 0. So now when we will come to our this pointer, we will check if 9 minus 11, that is minus 2, exists in our hash map or not. If not, we can add this minus 2 and 1. And then when we finally move to 7, we will check if 7 exists in our hash map or not. But here we have our 7, right? So we already know at index 0, there is a number that will give us 9. We will get the index of I and we will get the index of this and we will just return 0 and 2, which is as per this example. And since we are only iterating this array once, the time complexity would be O of n. Now let's quickly look at the code on how we can solve this. We can start by defining our hash map. And now let's iterate over our nums. So here our num would be nums at I and our key would be target minus num. And now we will check if hash map dot has we have the key. We will just return with key and index. Or else we will set our num with I. And even after the loop, if we can't find the key, then we will just return empty this. So let me run this. Yep, it does work. Let me submit it. Yep, it does work. I hope you found this helpful. If yes, you can consider subscribing to this channel. And thank you so much for watching.